This video is a response to Will Smith being asked, "What is the meaning of life?" 3 days ago by an interviewer who Will then told to look at him and look at each other for 30 seconds.
What does Will Smith believe is the meaning of life?
Well, that's a big one. Even the concept of the meaning of life is your mind trying to fathom the unfathomable. Just sit here for 30 seconds.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
During that time, while Will Smith remained calm and focused, the interviewer kept smirking, and he eventually, through discomfort, started to bob his head up and down, or nod his head, and then was looking for ways to try to divert both their attentions away from the act that they were partaking in. Judging by the comments, many people didn't really understand what the purpose of this was, so I'm going to explain it from a Buddhist perspective, that Will Smith was essentially trying to bring the man into a state of meditation. And why would he do that in response to a question about the meaning of life? Well, it's because the question of the meaning of life has a problem. And it has a problem that makes answering it directly, verbally, pretty much useless. The problem is, the question itself is quite stupid if you think about it. It's a bit like me asking, what's the meaning of green paper, right? Not the meaning of the words, because this would be the meaning, but the actual green paper itself, what meaning does it have? You know, you can explore it all you want, you won't find any meaning there. It's almost, it's a non-question. Because when you have a noun and you take the object, the thing being referred to in the noun, extracting meaning from that, it doesn't make any sense, you know? If I said, what's the meaning of this cream? There is no meaning to the cream. So life is a state of being. The meaning of the universe, essentially, we tend to tie in with the word life. The universe is a thing. Why are we looking for meaning in that? Now, when people answer this question, they tend to go with something quite romantic, such as the meaning of life is when you lie down, you have a peaceful moment, you're with your family, and you gaze up at the stars. And many people would nod and go, that makes sense, I agree. And they're nodding because they wanted some value to make their life feel more valuable. And that does give them some value, but it doesn't answer the actual question that was asked. It's almost a completely irrelevant response to the question that was being asked. So, in getting the man to take a moment to do what is essentially a meditation, Will Smith was drawing his attention away from the question and instead getting him to focus on the state of being alive. Because focusing on the state can reveal something with substance, something with depth. The state of being alive has more to it than people give it credit for. The universe as an item has more to it than people give it credit for. But the reason we don't tend to explore these things is because we assume we already have the answers. I have to skip the video because there's a police car. Okay, I think it's gone. Don't worry, that wasn't for me. We assume that we already know what life is and what the universe is. We say, well, life is this state I'm in right now. The universe is what I'm in. Philosophically, this can be completely proven wrong. If you watch my other video about sunyata, you'll see why. So, if we actually don't know what life is, and we don't know what the universe is, why are we even looking for something called meaning in the first place? Doesn't that have a kind of invalidation? Whatever we conjure isn't going to be the full picture because we don't understand the thing that we are trying to extract from or assign that meaning to. You see what I'm saying? When we ask what the meaning of life is, we're hoping the other person will give us something that will cure our feeling of being lost and having a kind of insignificance and essentially causing a kind of existential crises and a suffering within us. So if the meaning of life we can say is a non-question and doesn't really make any sense and doesn't get you anywhere, let's instead go and question, what is life? Instead of questioning, how did the universe get here? Why are we here? Which are fine things to question, but in terms of seeking your own mental health, instead of questioning those, it could be more worthwhile questioning, what is the universe? In Lakesh, namaste.
Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum.